Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
This is Eat and Drink, the mini episode, hosted by Ali Hassan and Marco Timpano. Some mature content and language may come up, so consider yourself warned. Now, get ready for Eat and Drink.
You're listening to a mini episode. This is Ali Hassan pouring himself a beer.
Just to get in the spirit of things, you know. That's Marco Timpano. He's left me in the dark. He does that sometimes. I don't know what we're about to talk about.
Well, last time our mini episode kind of ran long, so I thought of a mini episode topic that I want to talk to you about, or talk with you about.
Please, I'm here for you.
All right. Do pineapples belong on pizza?
Ooh,
okay, there we go. The
okay.
gauntlet has been thrown, otherwise known as the Hawaiian pizza. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's Hawaiian pizza is a pizza topped with tomato sauce, cheese, pineapple, and ham or back bacon. That's the traditional Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
It has a Canadian connection too. Do you want me to get on that?
No, what is that? Tell
So supposedly, it was a Greek Canadian, Sam Panopoulos.
Panopoulos. Come on, act like you've met a Greek guy before, for
you know
God's
what?
sake.
And Bill's gonna kill me because he's like,
he is.
you know, I massacre Greek things. Panopoulos. Panopoulos.
Is it Panopoulos? Panopoulos, then.
Can you read it there, Sam? I'm Sam. Panopoulos. Sam Panopoulos. He supposedly claims that he created the first Hawaiian pizza at the Satellite Restaurant in your favorite place and mine, Chatham, Ontario. And that's in Canada, of course, in 1962. He was inspired in part by his experience preparing Chinese dishes, which would often have the sweet and the savory flavors in it. So he had, a pizza that wasn't really selling well, which was the pizza with bacon, ham, and cheese. And so he added the pineapple to the traditional mix. And
he called it the Hawaiian? Did he coin that term? Or he's just the guy who started putting pineapple on pizza?
I think he coined it too. And so that's where... Now, there's, of course, controversy because in Germany, Hawaiian pizza is thought to be a variation of the ham, pineapple, and cheese-topped toast Hawaii, originally introduced in Germany's first TV by Germany's first TV cook.
It's a toast? It's a toast?
It's a toast that has these items on it.
Hardly a controversy.
Well, there you go.
They're both on bread. I mean,
Right.
What are we talking about here?
But one's a pizza, one's not. So there you go. So,
But Panopoulos here,
Yeah.
what a divisive figure in Canadian history. Some people must hate this guy.
Oh, for
like
sure.
You've ruined our life, and
Yeah.
other people, you're a hero, bud.
Yeah.
You're an inventor who should go down in history, like Thomas Edison, Peter Panopoulos. I can't remember his first name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Panopoulos.
Yeah, Panopoulos is not his first name, Mark.
Oh, sorry, Sam.
Sam, yeah, Uncle. That's our Uncle Sam.
that's
the
right.
pineapple
So
guy.
where do you stand? Because I like you said, it's very divisive. A lot of people are really upset by pineapple on their pizza.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Me too.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
I really didn't see this going this way. I really thought you were going to be like, what kind of fucking monster would do that? Oh, you full of surprises, Timpano.
My thing is this. Look, I like a traditional margarita pizza. In fact, when I go to a pizzeria, if I haven't been there before, I'll order the margarita because I can tell.
Testing the waters.
Testing the waters, my friend.
Yeah.
Especially if they claim to be a Neapolitan pizza restaurant in the traditional Neapolitan way. I went to Brooklyn. We went to this place, wood oven pizza, Neapolitan. It was garbage.
Okay, so this is what I was going to say. You've probably been let down with your
I
test
have,
as well.
I have.
It's
And
not
then-
always a...
Yeah.
And what made it garbage?
You know how when you cook a pizza in the oven, it kind of gets little burnt pieces, or like the topping is a little bit crisp, or you can see that it's been fired, right?
Yeah.
This thing was burnt on the bottom. Like it was as if they didn't clean the flour that got into the oven. They just put it on top, and the flour underneath it burnt.
Yeah.
And so my entire pizza tasted burnt. And when I brought it to the waiter's attention, she goes, "Yeah, it looks a little burnt."
Okay.
And then did nothing about it. So
Garbage.
Garbage. So if I'm having a traditional Neapolitan pizza, I'm not putting pineapples on it.
Okay.
But if I'm having a North American pizza party, pizza size, watching football or whatever sporting event, beer in one hand, Coca-Cola in the other, pizza on my lap, I don't mind the Hawaiian pizza.
Well, I've got to look. The ham, I can live without ham, but I'll tell you
Fair
my
enough.
flavor,
Yeah,
my
please.
flavor combination here. I recommend this to everybody who likes flavor. Okay, a spicy sausage, like a spicier pepperoni.
Okay.
Maybe a soppressata, something like this, right?
So a salami, not a sausage. Are you talking
No,
sausage
I'm talking
like chorizo?
anything. I'm talking about a spicy meat. So
Okay.
Either a pepperoni or a soppressata,
Sure.
capicola, maybe not.
No, it's
more
not
of
so
a golden-
spicy. But yeah, soppressata for sure. Nduja would be great.
Nduja is
Okay,
great.
there you go. Okay.
Great option,
Okay.
right? Or like some spicy sausage.
I'm in your world. I get
You're
it.
in my
Or-
world.
Okay.
Then jalapenos,
Bravo.
and then pineapple.
Nice.
Just those three. You have the saltiness of the meat,
Yes.
with a little bit of spiciness. You have the spiciness of the jalapenos, and you have the sweetness. It's three things that are working so well together in my mind. So I'm in. I'm on board.
Here's what I like.
Yes.
I like the ham. What you're suggesting, spicy meat of some sort. I'm behind that 100%. Cheese, and then thinly sliced white onions.
Okay.
And sliced so that they're fairly long, so that they kind of curl and crisp on the end. And that's the only time I like onion on the pizza with the pineapple. For me, that's
Yeah.
the end of the world.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
So
that too.
that's my thing on pizza. Now, here's the thing. Like the beautiful thing about pizza is that it's so versatile. That you have the classic dishes, and what's interesting, like pepperoni is not an Italian ingredient. It's an Italian American ingredient because pepperoni in Italian means peppers. Like a green
Yes.
pepper would be pepperoni,
like
right?
pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, is the
the
very
pepper,
spicy
yeah,
pepper,
yeah.
right? But pepperoni, if you go to Italy and you say, I want a pepperoni pizza, they're going to put peppers on your pizza. You're going to be like, where's the meat, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's just pepperoni stick was an Italian-American. So, we're used to that sort of Italian-American pizza. We're also fortunate in Canada that we do have traditional Italian pizzas. And now we have this Hawaiian pizza that was supposedly invented by Sam in Chatham. Pretty cool. But, when you go to Italy, they do some curious and awesome things on pizza. Like they'll put panna, which is a heavy cream, and mushrooms and porcini mushrooms on a pizza. And for me, that's fantastic. And the cream kind of cooks on the pizza. So it's like a thin layer of like almost like cooked cottage cheese or cooked cheese or something. Like it's just fantastic. Or they'll do a pizza with a lot of different fish. So you know how you have a zuppa di pesce that has octopus,
soup, yeah.
the clams, mussels, they'll do that on the pizza, not with the clams and the mussels in the shell, but on the pizza in like a marinara sauce.
And you like that?
It's not my go-to,
Yeah.
but I know people who love fish who are like, why can't we have this exact pizza back home?
Really?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I wouldn't go towards. It's very interesting. I can't remember the name of this, but there is a Italian pizza with slices of potato.
Oh yeah.
On it. What is the name?
Well,
of it?
it's generally speaking, you got the pizza rossa, which is a red pizza,
Yeah.
pizza bianca, which is
Yeah,
a white
white
pizza,
one,
where
yeah.
it has no
tomato sauce.
no tomato sauce. So you can thinly slice potatoes on a pizza bianca, or it'll just say patate pizza,
Yeah.
patate or whatever. Like it doesn't have a name. It's not like has its own name. You just know it's one of the common pizzas. You'll often see it: potatoes, rosemary, and
Yeah,
whatever.
I've never been inclined. That's just too carb heavy,
Okay.
and it's missing some of the things I love on a pizza,
Yeah, fair enough.
e.g., cheese, sausage, jalapenos, and pineapple.
Sure.
And then the other one, are you get into a white pizza? You just said you like some of them. Obviously, you like that one with.
I leaned more towards a pizza rossa, red pizza,
Yeah.
tomato sauce pizza, but the panna and porcini mushrooms, and if it was potatoes, panna, a little bit of rosemary, maybe tartufo thinly sliced, truffle thinly sliced on it.
Sure.
I can get behind that pizza, no problem.
I mean, who am I kidding? Anything on bread, I'm on board. What am I really saying? Like,
No.
it doesn't even matter. To me.
I think the potato pizza really depends on how thin you slice the potato.
course.
It's got to be thinly sliced.
Of course, it has to cook at the same time as that the bread does. I think there's different pizzas for different things. You know, you're taking a walk in Italy, let's say, or
Sure.
wherever, and you want something to eat while you're kind of on the go. I'm into a potato pizza.
Yeah.
You're ordering in because everybody's sitting at home watching some sports. That's not the potato pizza time.
Sure.
Right? That's when that's a party pizza. Then you can get into pineapple. And
You lived in Chicago, so I'm sure you had a lot of deep dish pizza.
we did. Now, deep dish, I didn't enjoy it.
It's not my favorite pizza either. I can have
It
a slice.
really
I can
kind of
have,
ends your day.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
can
over.
have a slice the size of my cell phone.
There you go.
And basta. And then it's too much. Then
Yep.
I just can't. I can't. It's.
I don't think human beings were meant to digest that much cheese in one sitting.
Have you ever had a piadina?
Remind me what the
Okay,
piadina is.
piadina is a pizza-style sandwich or folded pizza-style dish. That's not a pizza. It's its own thing. It's a piadina from the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. So that region, you'll know it because Bologna is one of the principal cities there. Parma, where we get the Parmigiano.
Yeah.
Modena, where we get the balsamic vinegar.
My friend Vincenzo is
Vincenzo's
from Parma. Yeah.
So there you go. Vincenzo's from there too. So, I mean, that's that area there. They do a piadina, which is a pizza-like bread that they put a little bit of cheese, they'll melt it on it, some arugula, and some prosciutto or some sort of ham, some sort of salty meat, because the actual bread isn't very salty or the pizza part isn't very salty. And you generally fold it and you just eat it like that on the
Fold it
street.
in half. Yeah. Who's not going to like that?
Yeah. But it's not one of the unique things about sort of Tuscany, that area, even Umbria, is that they don't often salt their bread because they're
Meat and cheese is coming.
right. Thank you. So because the meat is salty, you don't need to salt the bread. The two go well
I
together.
like hearing about people who have a little bit of a respect for themselves. You know, that's
Right.
what that feels like. It's so much hidden salt in everything. That's where we can remove, even in the tomato sauce, there's salt. I mean, it's crazy.
How do you feel about pizza the next day?
Some pizzas are good the next day.
Okay.
I mean, I don't feel that great about cold pizza.
Oh, you
in
don't,
general.
eh?
No.
Okay, that's- I think
next
that's what I was
day,
gonna-
but warmed up in a toaster oven. Great.
Right.
Cold pizza. You know, it's not the end of the world. I've had
Sure.
it
Okay.
many, many times.
Yeah.
For a guy like right now, if any of my friends are listening, they're like, "You're perfectly fine with
Right.
cold pizza." True, I've had it many times, but I'm a big stickler for let's eat something the way it was meant to be
Sure.
prepared. So I have a lot of friends who come over and you're like, "You want some meat?" And I've told you this before. I don't have a microwave,
Right.
So I'm like, "Let me warm it up," and they think they're doing me a favor,
Right.
by saying, no, I'll just eat it like cold from the fridge. And I'm like, you're not doing me a favor. You're disrespecting me, you piece of garbage. Eat it the way it's meant to taste. Like, don't save me time.
Sure.
Eat it. You know, it's the same way these restaurants don't do takeout sometimes because they're like, yeah, you're going to get home, you're going to eat it a certain way, and you're going to be like, it was okay.
Right.
But it's meant to be amazing because it's meant to be eaten under certain circumstances. That's what I believe. You're a cold pizza guy based on what I saw in your eyes?
I prefer hot, warm,
Yes, of course.
but I'll eat it cold, and sometimes the cold pizza does me fine. How's that beer? We're gonna get a
beer.
rating.
Beer.
My friend Ali's like, "Hey, do you happen to have a beer?" I'm like, "I got a fridge full of beer, and it all has your name on it." So he's like, "Bring me a pale ale or an IPA or pilsner." So I brought him Sam Roberts band beer.
Yeah. So Sam Roberts, if you don't know Sam Roberts, a Montrealer, a Montrealer done
Paisano
good.
of yours.
Paisano of mine.
Sorry,
In fact, not only Paisano, I'm not going to say he launched my career or anything like that, but there was a time where I was asked the biggest gigs that I've ever done.
Right.
Still to this day are courtesy of Sam Roberts
go.
in the sense that he was asked first to host McGill Frosh, sort of like a welcome speech, be a keynote speaker. He was busy, so I got to talk to, I think it was 2,000 people in the morning, 2,000 people in the afternoon. I don't know if everybody showed up,
Right.
but like at least 1,500. And I got to talk to them about go forth and be potheads and maybe study and maybe not. Like who was I to guide students? What a ridiculous thing. But anyway, this is 5-6 years ago. My comedy career was just starting up, and I got a nice little gig, the biggest audience I've ever had. And that's still because Sam Roberts was too busy making money in Europe.
There you go. And McGill is the University of Montreal for our listeners who might not know that.
Yeah.
But my question was, how
A
do you
great
like
beer.
it? Oh,
Sam
right.
Roberts by the Spearhead Brewing Company, which does a Hawaiian pale ale that I'm familiar with
Right.
too. This is called the Sam Roberts Band Ale. And look how nice. He didn't have to say Sam Roberts Band Ale. That's
No.
an extra word. He could have said Sam
He's
Sam
good.
Roberts.
My
Ale.
beer.
Yeah.
Fuck you. My
Could've been
band not
Sam's
included.
Ale.
There you go.
Gets the band in. I think he's a great guy.
All right,
That's what I
so
think.
you and I agree. Pineapple on pizza, we like it.
No problem.
No problem.
And I'd love to hear from people who love pineapple but are offended by it on pizza.
Here's
What's
my
the
thing.
Yeah.
I don't buy when you say it doesn't belong in a pizza because it's not a traditional ingredient. Because if you go by that theory, then the traditional pizzas are the margarita and the marinara, which doesn't have cheese and has tomato sauce and bread and a bit of oregano, right? And if you're like, well, traditional pizza is pepperoni, I would argue, no, that's an Italian-American pizza or North American pizza. That's not a traditional pizza. So if you can deal with one, you don't have to like it, but you should be able to deal with the other. That's my opinion on
I
that.
agree, and it's such a murky space because, like, when I talk about poutine, for example,
Right.
you only really need to have one type of poutine. You want to crumble a little bit of bacon, jalapeno. It's not the end of the world. But these people do peanut butter and jelly poutine and all this stuff. But you don't get. So I think I'm a purist in some ways, but I'm not with pizza. So why is that? I think. I don't know.
I think the argument, and maybe we can do a poutine episode, because poutine is 3 ingredients. So when you vary too far away from those 3 ingredients, it no longer becomes poutine.
Yeah.
It becomes a version of poutine, which is not poutine.
No,
because it's like saying, I'll make, pizza with pizza on a bagel and call it pizza. No, that's its own morphine, and you can't call it pizza at that point.
Sure.
Anyways, that's our mini episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We'd love to hear what you think about pineapple on pizza or anywhere else.
Pepperoni, jalapenos, and pineapple. Have it, treat yourself, and then write in and tell us how you really feel.
There you go.
We hope you got your fill of Eat and Drink with Ali Hassan and Marco Timpano. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Eat Drink. Email them your cocktail and food suggestions to podcasteatdrink@gmail.com. Until the next episode, bottoms up.